This is in regards to Dr. Laura's rant on the radio, Glenn Beck, Andrew Breitbart, Rush Limbaugh, and Mel Gibson. This video is entitled Black Man vs. Niggas, an honest opinion of Black America. In this video, I will try to give my best opinion about how the black community is striving for success and how conservatives and white supremacists stereotype the black community as a whole to paint President Obama as a bad president. And this also gives the black male an understanding of people like me, different from the rest, independent-minded, never a member, never a follower, never a group. I'm just a person here with an honest opinion of an issue and a camera and people willing to listen. If you feel offended by this message, please go to someone you can agree with. In the meantime, for all my subscribers, all my friends, and the many people who support my videos, thank you. Without your support, I wouldn't be doing these videos. A few years ago, I took on two white supremacist websites. The names of the websites are Niggermania and Chimp Out. I did a video entitled President Obama, Socialist is a code word for. The white supremacists saw the video and they put it on their forums, and then I recently got a lot of spam from some of the white supremacists who opened multiple accounts on YouTube and spamming me with every racial slur they can think of. Again, I have no hatred towards white people at all. I mean, I get along and associate with white people in general as well as the black community. We're all human beings. The thing here is that when I learned that I was a victim of cyberbullies and ignorance from the far right, I realized that I have to be bigger and bolder and try to at least adapt to the changing society that we're in. When President Obama became president, that just opened a firestorm of hatred and disgust towards one another. I have lost a lot of trust to certain people because of the situations that I'm facing. With this economy being not as good but not as bad, unemployment being high, some people get easily unhinged to social issues, including issues that involve the black community, the Hispanic community, the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community, and those who are practicing Islam. These issues have been lightning rods for some of the people who take advantage of this to make me, you, and others look bad. And of course, with these two white supremacist websites, they fear that with this black president, they lose their grip on white America as a whole. They come to the grips of 2042, where non-white births are growing, and soon the white race will probably be a minority. The black community will not succeed where the Hispanic and Latino community is growing. We're going to only make up about 15% of the nation's population in 30 years. Right now, we're at 12% of the nation's population. Due to the fact that our black men and black women are still stuck in the past. Well, our great-grandparents and our grandparents and even our own parents have walked hands and tried to fight for civil rights of all Americans. Me, you, and thousands of other black people are just sitting at home, don't give a rat's ass about anything other than what they got to do for their own lives. And that's fine, that's your choice. But the black community as a whole, we're still suffering because we still have this mentality where we're just more into the group mentality instead of the individual mentality, where our society will stand as a group when one white person says the N-word, or when someone stereotypes our group as a whole. We'll all stand together and oppose it. But when one black person is successful or one black person has a different view, we're going to chastise this black person. We're going to label them everything out of the book, from Uncle Tom to gay to just being anti-American, basically. And their opinions are varies from all points of life, but we're just like destroying ourselves. I said it again, that for all the black men who attack on others because they're different, it shows your bigotry towards your own race. I enjoy the company of women. I've dated black women, white women, Hispanic women, and then I dated women who are open to knowing the real me. I have no problem with the gay community. I have no problems with people who have difference of opinion. But the thing here is that as a black man, I notice that our black men are very hateful. We're hateful to our own because we don't have their success. So we're going to bring them down. We kill each other with gun violence. We kill each other with drugs. We kill each other with STDs, HIV, AIDS, and we're not taking care of our own health with heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. We hit on black women. We hit on white women. We physically assault one another, and we just can't shake hands like a man. We call each other niggas, and we act like niggas. But unfortunately, in my world, I'm not a nigger. I'm not a nigger. I'm not a Negro. I'm a human being. I'm an American citizen, and I'm proud to be an American. Despite what Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, Dr. Laura, or even Mel Gibson and Andrew Breitbart say, I represent myself. I don't represent the black community as a whole. Because if I represent myself as a whole, our society will never support me when I change my direction. I have many friends who think like that, who think that being a part of a group is the best way to survive. And that's fine. But as an individual, I always have my own path to success. And for me to make one person or even two or even thousands of people watch my videos, that's my success. And I'm not trying to be anything less. I know that we get upset when white people say the N-word. I get upset. But I know that if we continue to say the N-word to one another, it doesn't make it right and it doesn't make it wrong, but it just makes it more likely that somewhere in America a white person said it, and they may say it through the online websites or through the social networking sites, but they said it. So we need to get past this. It's not going to end overnight. We're not going to have to sign petitions ending the N-word. That's never going to stop. The thing here is that we got to adapt to the changing societies of our cultures. We got to understand that the Hispanic community, the Asian American community, the Native Americans, the Arab Americans, the white community, the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community, and any other nationality are all human beings too, and we got to adapt to it. This is coming from the person who makes videos time after time talking about an issue, whether it's controversial or just average. I mean, I'm just going to do it the way I've done it before. If you don't agree with the message, you know, you can always find someone you can agree with. But for those who are watching, you know, this is just me, being honest as I can. I don't have to eat chicken. I don't have to have a nice watermelon slice, or I don't have to drink Kool-Aid, or even be woken up to society's changing cultures. I'm just going to be here doing the best I can to promote myself as an individual who has an independent mind. I say this again, independent minds overcome the sheep.